Um, we're gonna get into this Gladiator. This was his choice, right? Because that's the process we do when we have guests. We're gonna allow them to pick the movie or TV
Mhm.
show or whatever. So, we can get into it.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
So
Let's
we
do it.
got Gladiator. Came out May 5th, 2000. 26 years old, right? Ridley
Hmm.
Scott's the director. We all know who Ridley Scott is. World famous director at this point. Uh, Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, amongst others. And the premise. He's Maximus. He was a general, had a war, won the war, got promised to be made successor. The emperor's son was a hater. He was hating, sabotaged his life and smoked his family and tried to kill him. But uh, whose birthday is that? My birthday is Saturday. It's Percy's birthday today, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy birthday,
birthday,
person.
birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
What's up, Rock?
Right.
What up, Rock?
Smoked his family, tried to kill Maximus. Maximus wasn't going for it. He
Hmm.
slipped the jab, got away, found his family dead, passed out. Some people found him and enslaved him. Then he ended up being a gladiator, fighting his way back up to get, get that smoke back, and then end up killing Cub. But where to start, man?
Well, the
Uh,
insult to injury, you missed one little thing. There was one little tiny piece of thing that you missed, Dutch.
what?
The evil general offed his whole family, man, his wife
That's
and
what I said.
kids.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, he
Dang,
said
I'm slow.
he found his family dead.
I'm slow. I'm slow.
But
Yellow bus. Go ahead.
we're gonna start out with Nikita. We basically kind of freestyle this. I have questions that we kind of go around, but most of the time the conversation kind of just flows.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can just talk about the movie. First of all, what's y'all's thoughts, man? This is a classic. What's your thoughts on the writing, the acting?
Man, I
Why?
think it's one of the best movies ever made. I've yet to find something that tops it. Man, I was probably 5 when I first saw it. Honestly, and I'm 30 now, so um, man, it's so sad, but it's so good. And I don't think there's any better bad guy than Joaquin Phoenix in that movie. So it's like something that just really gets you. But can't get any better than that. To me, that's why I picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Mm. Go ahead, Will.
Oh, it's a classic, right? You can't never go wrong with Gladiator. Uh, Joaquin Phoenix did a great job. Russell Crowe did a great job. Uh, the writing for when it came out and everything, I thought the writing was good. Um, if you don't pay attention to it, there's a lot of stuff you will miss if you're just watching it just as a action adventure movie type thing.
Right.
You'll miss a lot of the intricate dialogue that gives a background on why Joaquin was acting the way he was acting.
I agree. Yeah.
Because like from off rip, Pops wasn't feeling him, right? The dad,
At all.
Hmm.
At
he
all.
he, he said he actually told the daughter, "I wish you could run this. I wish you could be Caesar."
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
and so he felt all of this. That's why he eventually, killed Pops once he found out that it wasn't gonna go to him. He said, "Before this gets out, I'm gonna take care of this. I'm not
Right.
letting the Senate take over. I'm gonna be that guy." But so I think there's a lot of dialogue that people don't pick up on all throughout the movie if you're not really paying attention to it. So I think it's an all-time classic. I think it's a great movie. I thought the acting was good.
Yeah.
One of my favorites for sure.
What's up, Lakisa?
Keith,
What's up, Kicks? What
What's
welcome.
you
up?
got?
Well, man, look, my thoughts on it. The actual movie was just amazing. I appreciate the acting in it. It was a lot of passion, believe it or not. I looked at it where it was very believable. The actors was great. You had Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix. Um, everybody in there was just dope. The story was great. Um, and like I said, it was excitement. It was excitement in that movie. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like it. See, I like a lot of history movies, and when it comes down to Romans and centurions and all of that. So it was delightful. I like the movie, and there was just epic scenes in that movie. You
Yeah.
guys hear it all the time. Are you not entertained? You know, and Joaquin Phoenix, it was crazy how he was. I never seen a man that jealous.
Hmm.
He really was like, I don't know what to call it. I mean, to the point where everybody looked at him as less than, you know, and he was just evil, man. But it was dope. Overall, the movie was good. It was great.
Yeah.
And
Of
yeah, it does sit up there with the top movies made. Yeah.
course. Some people would call that a Napoleon complex.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, obviously it's a classic. Everything these gentlemen said, I agree with. Joaquin did great. You nail it. You body a role when you like in real life don't like the person. Like, God literally did
That's
not
true.
like Joaquin Phoenix. Um, Russell obviously killed his role. Um, World, yeah, it's better than Troy for me.
Oh, way better than Troy. And Troy wasn't a bad movie, but this movie kind of like with the fighting in it. I mean, just it was just dope.
Yeah, this
Dope.
is a classic to me. It's beautifully written. A lot of other movies took its story and kind of remixed it. Um, I think every actor played their part to the maximum like ability. I didn't see nobody from the most minuscule role to the biggest role. I think everybody nailed what their assignment.
100%.
It's a
Yeah,
classic for sure. It's when you're naming top 20 movies, it's in the 20. Like top 20 movies ever, it's probably in the 20 for sure.
One thing I do want to say about it is that without Gladiator, there would be no Spartacus.
Yeah,
Think
that's what I'm saying.
about it.
A lot of
Spartacus.
things took a lot of shows and movies took its DNA.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. But like I said, this was like the granddaddy of movies that opened the way for those movies to be made.
for sure.
So
That's a
yeah.
fact. So tell me about y'all's my name is yeah, nah.
that's the quote right there.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
fact.
gotta be one of the best lines in movie history right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. And it's got a
Dude,
few of them in here.
of
It's a
course.
few
Oh, for
quotes
sure.
that can go down like people take movie quotes or whatever quotes and make them as tattoos.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of
yeah.
tattoo quotes in this movie.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah. Do you guys know if it's how historically accurate it is? Because I'm not like a Rome expert, but as far as I know, it was pretty accurate.
it is. It's pretty
Is it?
accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I can always appreciate that in a movie. It's hard to do. Like, um, yeah, I remember like the Hurt Locker, for example. A lot of guys in the military say that that's not accurate to what they do at all, and it was all just cinematic. So I can appreciate when they actually do take the time to reference history, reference like a certain job or role or something, and make it real.
yeah,
It gives it more credibility.
yeah, it draws the audience in way more because it's like you said, real and it's
Yeah,
tangible. Like you can
you can
compare it.
verify it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, tell me about this is a question we don't usually ask, but tell me about it, the time when you first saw this movie and your
Mm.
first impressions about it.
Man, I couldn't even process it as a kid. I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, it's the saddest movie ever. I can't watch it again. But as I got older, I started to appreciate more about it, more nuances, um, and understand it a little bit more. And that, just like you guys were saying, you kind of can understand why the bad guy was bad. You know, not just this is a bad dude and that's it, but you can understand the backstory behind it, how much he wanted what he did want, and that's kind of what fueled that, you know, menacing personality the whole time.
Right. What about you, Will or Chips?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, hey, go ahead, Will. I'm still,
Well,
yellow
well,
bus. You go ahead,
well,
man.
what was the question again, Dutch? Sorry.
Tell me about when you first saw this.
When I first saw
2000.
it, I thought it was immediately. I loved the movie, right? But more because of the action and just the whole storyline. So it wasn't those that I had to watch a few times. But this is one, the more you watch it, the more little nuances you pick up, the better it actually gets for
Yes.
me. For me. So, yeah, nah, off rip, just because of the action and the whole dynamic, you loved it right away. Certain things like I don't know if I'm letting nobody chew up on nothing and put it in my open wound. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cleaning it out. You'll see, it'll get better.
Yeah.
Like, nah, nah, you wilding out, buddy. But what up, Sean? Yeah,
Sean,
but
what up?
no, this was one that
What up,
off rip,
Sean?
I loved it, and it's only gotten better. Even when I watched it again yesterday, I was like, yo, this movie's just dope.
It's epic.
Yeah, it's just one of those for me.
Frankie, what up? What about you, Kicks?
Man, look, when I saw this movie, I was pleased, man. And there's certain things about the movie that I like. As far as like you said, the quotes.
Mhm.
When he was like, he was jealous. They love him because he's merciful.
Yeah.
And am I not merciful? You know what I'm saying? All that I consider that passion. I like it. The fighting scenes was dope. I just remember that movie being exciting and it didn't get old to me.
Right.
Hmm.
Nikita was saying earlier before we recorded, it's 26 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
seem like that to me, but the movie is just up there. It's one of those great movies.
Timeless.
Like I said, the quotes was crazy. The quotes was crazy. Um, and what I really liked about the movie when I first saw the movie is that Russell Crowe was ready to die.
Yeah.
So him going through putting his body through the limit meant really nothing. He was ready to die. That's why he was able to be at like this maximum capacity. You know what I'm saying? He was almost invincible. He was able to find the strength within. Of course, with pain and everything balled up into one. That's what I took from the movie. And I'm like, damn, that type of drive. And then like, I just need to take him out. I really need to take him out. It was a great movie, man.
Classic.
But you got,
That's what I remember.
but you got to remember, Kicks. Like all of those dudes that was like that back then, right? He was the general. He was that dude. So
Yeah, he was.
so even when he was in battle, he wasn't afraid to die. It wasn't just because his kids and wife got killed. That's just who he was off rip. Like he was just that dude from jump, right? So that just gave him extra fuel to fight for. Like, nah, this is my revenge. I'm gonna get him. But he was always that guy. He was just doing
I,
it
I
for a different cause and just wanted to get home to his family.
no, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying, and I understand that, and I totally agree with you on that. But I'm saying that he was at that level, but when you lose everything and you got nothing really truly to live for, and you're at a capacity where you like he was at like a maximum capacity. that was I understand he already was built like hey, almost indestructible, but like at the point of no return, he didn't care at that point, man. Of
at
course,
all.
yeah, losing your wife, your family, that's important. But when you lose everything, I don't know. Some people ain't lost everything. Some people ain't maybe haven't even lost a true loved one, which they hold on to, and that's their fiber of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I took from it. I could be wrong. I could be crazy. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could
Oh,
be
no,
crazy, but
Well,
that's
you
what
got
I
good
took
points,
from
man. Yeah.
no, I'm not saying you wrong, Kicks. I'm just saying though he's always been that dude, and this just made him wild out even more.
it.
Like
I
this
agree with
just
you.
really just. He was like, all right,
It's
I
go
Yeah,
know
time.
I'm gonna die eventually anyway.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
go
ain't
time.
gonna die. But I ain't gonna die till I kill you.
Right.
exactly,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Even in that last battle, like he had no business even being out there. Not that he had a choice, but the way he could barely lift his arm and everything, and he still took care of business.
yeah, he did, man, with his last breath. He
You know
he
what I
was
mean?
he was a
So
piece of work.
what
That's
up,
a
I
Jason?
agree.
Jason.
What
What's
up,
up?
Jason,
Gems?
James,
Gems?
Yeah,
everybody.
what's up? Yeah,
Frankie.
Hans Zimmer's an amazing uh soundtrack score. For me, when this movie first came out, yeah, I couldn't stop watching it. Um, it came out in May, and then I remember X-Men came out in July, and Mission Impossible, the first one that came out, or Mission Impossible 2 came out like 2 weeks after Gladiator that year. And I remember I watched Mission Impossible 2 and I watched X-Men, but I remember I just kept watching Gladiator because um I was intrigued the way it was shot, like the cinematic side of it. And
Do you think number two improved on that, or did they lean too much into that?
you said what?
The Gladiator 2, like compared to this original one, do you guys think that they focused too much on the cinematics, like you were saying, like to where they took away from the story?
I've never seen it because I refused to watch it because I refused to watch it because
Yeah, I don't blame you.
from the reviews, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah, no, it was. I didn't see the X-Men though. I do like the Marvel concept because that is Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that
That's
DC?
Marvel. Yeah,
Is it?
X
Yeah,
Men is Marvel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the whole concept. Yeah, but yeah, they just didn't do the second one justice, man. I wish it was different, but
You know, my wife in here hating.
Talking
What did she
crazy to
say?
Kicks.
What did Jackie say?
Talking crazy to Kicks. You heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
She said, "Hi y'all. Came to say hello. Movie was good, but to be honest, I don't care about this finals game." Kicks, you're not allowed to say
uh-oh.
nothing. You're non-basketball watching, but yep, shots
Talking
fired.
crazy.
Why you going in on me, Jackie? Oh man, I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
Talking absolutely crazy to Kicks. But yeah,
Oh man.
nah, I it's a movie that I watch it every so often. Like it's a few movies I watch every year just because.
yeah.
Gladiator is one of them. And I probably will continue to do that. But the list adds on. Just I watch Gladiator every year. I watch. Um, that's crazy. Um,
Jackie, you went in. Why you going in on me?
yeah, I watch Gladiator every. It's just a great movie. Like it's like y'all saying. It's just timeless. Like this timeless writing. Like you have it's a layup, right? Because it's something that's historical, but to be able to write it the way it's written and um, directed how it's directed and the producing it's a talent within itself to take something that exists and heighten it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's marvelous to me. So I'm interested. Tell me about the second one because I've never seen it. Tell me about the parts that they dropped the ball on. Like, does it correlate? Is this just like one of them sequels where it's like, what is the point of this?
That's exactly what it was. I think I fell asleep about halfway through, so I wish I could say more, but it just didn't grab me, man. Like it didn't have that kind of emotional hook. They did amazing on the cinematics. The battle scenes were incredible. I can't argue with what they did there, but I think they marketed it towards everybody instead of like us being the old fans of the movie. So they outdid the old one as far as anything that happened in the Coliseum. As far as the story, when it ended, you're kind of just like you kind of left on a cliffhanger. It just didn't do it for me.
That's crazy. That's god awful.
Hey,
Jim said it gives the same vibe as Coming to America 2, which was terrible.
Yeah,
he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
It was terrible.
I agree with both of them. But Lakeisha said she liked the second one. She enjoyed the second one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Denzel did a really good job being a bad character. That's the main issue I hear when people say that the movie was just dragged. Like the second
yeah, that's a good point too. That it was probably made too long after that one, where you're only left with a niche group of people who really knew it and appreciated it. If it was made maybe a couple of years after and they stayed true to it, maybe. But I agree it was too far off from the first one, just time wise.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's not
man.
Because honestly, what I was saying is, okay, so when you watch the original Gladiator, right? Maximus dies, and it's like we're good here, right?
Yeah.
you killed the emperor who was hating, right? You got the man to take care of your family. We're good here. We don't need what is supposed to be a son.
Yeah, his son.
Second one.
Yeah, the second one it reveals that he had a son from the sister.
From homie's sister.
Yeah.
What's her name? Whatever her name is, Natalia or whatever her name is.
Yeah. He went ahead and cracked.
That's weak. And was his son tough?
His son was tough. He was tough, but he wasn't his daddy though. He was tough, but he wasn't his dad.
So Denzel plays he's the emperor?
No, Denzel is like what? He's like a counsel on the Senate, I believe. I'm not too sure. Or no, or was he a what is it? Not a doctorate. What is that called?
He was the same thing Homeboy was that tried to sneak Maximus out?
No, the one that bought Maximus. I think he had his own gladiators or something like that.
There is a word for those guys, yeah.
He was
here.
I know what you're saying. The word right there too.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all, I'm back. My bad.
No,
Jackie being a hater, she turned off the Wi-Fi.
Hey, Will, be easy, man. You got to live there. We don't.
Yeah, but I ain't scared. I'll be all right.
Okay, all right.
I'll be all right. It's what we do. That's how we mess with each other.
For sure.
Like this movie is kind of like he was a manager of the Gladiators. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So he was a bailiff basically. Anyway, Denzel, he had an ear. He looked crazy in the trailer with the earring and all that.
Oh, we on Denzel? We on Denzel? Nah. We ready for the hot take?
Nah. We're not gonna go into that because that's gonna spin off into a whole conversation. Because I told you,
and that would turn off it. Hey, that would throw off everything, dude.
Yeah, the hot take gonna make a lot of people mad. The hot take gonna make people mad. I'm telling you. But I mean, this movie is just great. It ain't really too much we can go into it.
Just making stuff up.
What's y'all's rating? So we rate movies here. We
Mm-hmm.
give movies 2 ratings. We rate them based on the genre and then just an overall movie.
Okay.
So I guess this is, I don't know, what, dramatic action?
Yeah, probably just drama,
Yeah.
historical drama.
Yeah. And then you can rate it overall, like in the grand scheme of just movies altogether.
For sure. I literally can't think of a movie that has like given me the kind of feeling that this movie has. So as far as drama, passion, acting, I think it's probably one of the best in the genre. So I got to give it a 10 on both.
Got it.
In general, too, it's kind of like one of those things like people just know the name. They know what Titanic is. They know the Gladiator. They know quotes from it almost 30 years later. So I still think it's a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't change anything about the original. And they couldn't outdo it. They tried it and they couldn't. So probably got to give 10 for both.
Yeah. I agree.
Mm.
Will?
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go 9.5. 9.5 for the actual. I mean, I try not to give anything a 10, so
Yeah.
9. But it's a classic. It's amazing, but definitely a 9.5. And for that time, action wise, I would say a 9 for sure. But for both, 9.5 and a 9, I think those are probably the 2 highest ratings I've given on anything we've done so far. So
It's a fact.
That's fair. Yeah.
Chips?
Man, when it comes down to the acting, definitely a 9. I'm foot in the sand 9. As far as the whole story, everything 9. Everything is a 9.
Yeah.
Actors, the everything was a 9. I couldn't see it going lower than a 9. Period. It's
Agreed.
just a great movie. It deserves its props, man. It deserves its props. So 9.
Okay.
9.
Yeah, for me, I'm kind of with Will. Like, it's hard for me to give a 10 because that would mean it's just a perfect, absolute perfect movie.
Perfect movie.
But it's a
Yeah.
9.5. It's right at the rim.
Yeah.
It's a 9.5 for both for me. The reason why I would say 9.5 for action is because it's 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put it beside any other action in most eras, it's not a wash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can stand with whatever. I don't care what action movie you
yeah,
put it
that's why I said for its time, it's still
in.
a 9. Like, they didn't have the cinematic advancements that they have now, that they could have used then, which made it, I guess, more authentic, which I like anyway. But
Yeah.
really good, really
This
good.
this is just, I don't know what. Jason, go to bed. Spike starting for it's a 9.5 for me.
Okay. So we got 9.5s in the chat. We got Buff with 9. Simone 9.5. Anybody else got any votes? Dropping in the chat while we talking. Dropping in the chat.
So did y'all guys do a scent for this movie? I know
Of
Nikita
Yeah,
course.
exploded.
Absolutely.
All right, Nikita, what you got?
All right. So I got a little selection. I got to shout out my girl. She gave me Arrow's Flame a few months back.
Uh-huh.
I wore this yesterday. So this one to me captures the combat of the movie. It has like it's one of the few fragrances I've seen do citrus and vanilla really well. This is actually really hard to pull off. Then I got Bangle for the. It was the scene where they released the lion. Or, I'm sorry, was it
The
lions or
tiger?
tigers? Yeah, tigers on them.
Tigers.
So that's what I thought of immediately. So I had to get one of mine out there. Bangle. It's the most animalic thing that I have.
And it smells phenomenal, by the way.
Appreciate you. Thank you. That's kind of what brought out that scene to me. And out of outside of my line, African Leather by
Nice.
Memo Paris. I only have a little tester of it, but I think it's one of the best fragrances of all time. So um, I picked that just because it's got this like just ruggedness to it, and almost like a combination of these other two in a way. But I couldn't not shout that out. I think this is a masterpiece, just like the movie, and it just gives you that like old historic kind of vibe, almost like an old book or old old gladiator gear is kind of what I was thinking of. But those are
Mhm.
my three.
Yeah, African Leather is definitely a staple classic in the fragrance
Oh
community.
yeah,
So that definitely fits.
Good
absolutely.
word. Good word. Good word. Good
Will,
word.
what you did or kicks?
All right. So for the movie itself, I did Alexandria 2.
Talk to him, huh?
You know,
Ah.
just did I say the movie? No, I gave that to Russell Crowe, to Maximus. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alexandria 2.
But still talk
Just
to him.
because, yeah, nah, it's just because, just a strong, bold, it's one of them ones, and he was one of them ones.
Alexandria
And then
2 is definitely,
yeah.
well, we ain't gonna get
And
into
then
everybody.
for the movie itself,
Mhm.
World shout out to World if he's still listening. He sent me a sample. It's Ottoman Empire 3 by Riesler Door.
Uh,
I haven't smelled many rose ouds, but that one was phenomenal. And what made me think of that was that last scene where after everything and they're all leaving the arena and there's all the rose petals.
oh yeah,
Yep,
So that was like rose oud would fit perfectly for this scene.
I love that.
So
Yeah.
so that's what I went with. I went Ottoman 3 by Riesler Door. And that's the only two I did. I mean, we could pick a psycho one for Joaquin, right?
Joaquin.
just leave
For
it.
Yeah, I ain't had
Joaquin.
like
No, leave
Yeah, I
it.
ain't picked nothing for that. But I got a thought on Joaquin real quick. I don't know if any of y'all had seen Game of Thrones.
No,
You never saw Game of
of
Thrones?
course.
I told you
All
that's
right.
Nope.
as nerdy as I am. It's a couple joints that I have not watched that are supposed to
All
be
right. So
violate.
I'm not gonna mess it up for you.
Oh, you can tell
But
me. It don't matter.
there's a character in there that I think they, once I was watching yesterday, I was like, did they make him after that Joaquin character? Like, was that the premise for how they made that character? And I could see it. So, if you do get around to watching it, check it out.
Nah, it's one of them joints I'm
Okay.
tackling this summer.
Yeah, yeah. But
Right.
that's it for me. Those are my fragrances.
I want to watch it and then watch what's the joint? The House of what's it called?
House of Dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into
House
it.
of Dragons.
That's
Mm.
supposed to be a sequel
Well,
to it, right?
mom.
It is. But
Wait, which one?
House of Dragon or whatever. It's supposed
House
to
of
be a
Dragon.
sequel to Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, they put a sequel to a sequel. Like it's the House of Dragons, and then one with the Knight. They only did one season of it. Apparently, they're supposed to be working on second season, and the House of Dragon is working on another season. So
Oh, so they doing the Walking Dead thing where there's 50.
yeah, pretty much they're trying to do a Walking Dead universe. Probably, probably.
What you got?
Yeah, man. So what I did for Russell Crowe, I had to go with the Dolphin.
Oh.
With the
Dolphin?
Dolphin.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Why? Because it's dark. It has that leather, and it's just like it seemed like that's him. That it just seemed like that would be Russell Crowe to me. So definitely Godolphin for the movie because it was just like a bunch of I just looked at it as royalty, but I do like this scent. I think it works with it. Hopefully it'll pick up. I
Wow.
got Ramsey's Barara Ramsey. This is a dark rum, um, lightly sweet cardamom spicy fragrance. I think this will work for that movie. So
Still haven't smelled that.
those are the two
That's one of
ones
the
that I
nicest
would.
packages I've seen, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So did this one, Russell Crowe, Godolphin, and then Pharaoh Ramsey's Barara for the movie. Perfect
Still
fit for
smell
me.
that.
Very nice.
All right, for me, for the movie, I did Gladiator Oud, right? Electimus,
Okay.
because it's
It
Gladiator
fits.
Oud, right?
Can't go wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for Russell Crowe, I did. I mean, this is one of Jason's probably, the joint he liked, but I did the Fragrance du Ball Lucius Maximus.
Mm,
Okay.
Oh, Kick smelled that one,
dang.
right?
Okay.
Kick, you smelled Maximus, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Maximus. That's nice. If I wish, see, I would have loved to put that. Would have been perfect for the movie. I just didn't have it in hand, but that is perfect for the movie, though. Yeah. Um, Lucius Maximus, is just to me, I would say a deeper fragrance than Lucius.
Right.
Um,
It
but
still
I
has the
like it. I
essence of
like it.
Lucius, but deeper.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. You can't go wrong with FDB. That is a doubt.
And I
I think
picked it.
everybody picked kind
Without
of
a doubt.
darker fragrances overall, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, definitely get on board with that.
You like the OG. But yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell, right?
Yeah.
Gladiator is, lack of a better term, a 10 out of 10 movie. It's going to be timeless. It's
Yeah.
going to always be. It's one of the movies where if it's on, you're like, oh yeah, we watching this.
Yeah.
You can catch it in the middle and still watch it. Like it's
No, you really could, man.
right. So now let's get into you telling us and everybody here about Bold Label. I'll jump
Yeah.
into my
It's your
experience.
time,
So
Nikita. It's your
I
time.
in 2024, I had shout out to Josh Elroy. He sent me a sample because he knew